like, or how about the really cute one that like, it's like, I am the night.
So really, you're just trying to give us all coronavirus. That's what you're saying.
No,
But you are the night.
you're trying to give it the cute virus,
Oh, the cute strain of the coronavirus.
the cute virus, not the coronavirus.
You want to join me in orbit? Out of your fruit bat?
Sure.
Bat cheeks.
Back. Methane
What?
arrival. That's what you call the stream, methane arrivals.
Oh, really? No, that's not. That's actually not what it was at all. Let me re-update it. No.
That's what popped up in
Well, I just
Mixer.
fixed it. I just fixed it
But
again. I was
oh,
surprised that
okay.
Mixer's even still getting my streams. It's supposed to be Entanglement, sure.
Oh.
I gotta rack up those extra lols. Okay, so are we
Mm-hmm.
going to IO
Mm-hmm.
so that we can speak
Yes.
with Eris Morn after we brave the
Yes.
Tookens?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I'm down with this. I'm down with this. Do you need to pick anything up from the tower, like say a bounty, or
I already did.
you picked up everything? You
I
picked up
picked up
all
everything.
necessary bounty. Oh, I didn't. Why are you more
Oh, okay.
prepared than
Then let's
me?
go pick up some bounties. I was waiting for a minute.
But I,
Mm.
but you, but I'm the expert. Penguin around these parts.
Nothing,
What am
you
I
know.
supposed to do if you are more prepared than me? Well, I'm just gonna have to make you fire team leader then. Seems like I am not needed. Take it away there. Expert playlist number 157. We travel to the entanglement shore. Ooh, current events, I love you.
To the entanglement, sure.
How are we doing today?
Oh, it's just been okay. We had a Monday. Then it turned into Monday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up to some Kanye
Oh
update.
no.
Apparently Kanye keeps on Kanye.
Really? What's going down in the world? I've heard some things, some good, some bad. Not as amused as I thought I would be. Not that any of this is ever amusing, but when it's a tightly orchestrated PR stunt, that's one thing. When people have clearly gone off the script is something entirely, or when there was no script to begin with. That's a whole nother set of feelings entirely.
Um. Hmm. Well.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Well, you probably remember the news from last week that all about Kanye's running for
Yeah, he had that
president.
2020 vision.
He had that 2020 vision. And I guess this weekend he threw a rally
Okay,
in South Carolina.
sounds safe enough.
And it started well enough. Then he said something about Harriet Tubman didn't abolish slavery. She just had to go work for other white people.
Okay.
And then, as the night progressed, he started talking about abortion and how he and Kim almost had one, and then he started crying,
Wow.
And then there were, yeah, and then there were boos, and yeah, it just kind of went
There
south
were
from there.
boos.
Yeah, people, no, boo, people started
That's what I
booing
said.
him.
Boos.
Oh, I thought you said boops. 'Cause, yeah, there were definitely no boops.
No, 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 no. I'm taking you very seriously.
Um, yeah, people were booing him, and yeah,
Wow.
it did not end well.
So nobody came on stage at any point and like
So
escorted him off or tried to escort him off or
no,
nobody went up there at all.
no, no, no one even tried. And then, apparently this morning the news was that Kim was very upset that he had mentioned North.
Okay.
Apparently that
What
was
about North?
the abortion they were gonna get. I don't know because he started talking about abortion and he said, we should totally discourage that, and we should have incentives in place, and that's what made him break down. Apparently, like he started talking about how Kim and he were apparently considering having an abortion when she was pregnant with North
Okay. As is their right as
for
human
whatever
beings.
reason.
And
Right. Well, apparently he found this incredibly sad and started crying.
I mean it is sad.
Yeah, but this is apparently the one thing that made her upset. Like she said, I can't believe he brought North up. Like how could he do that? I'm like,
Okay.
uh, well, well, that seems like an unfortunate moment that you guys had. It seems like everything worked out.
Yeah, so in hindsight you're ashamed of? Ready to go?
You know,
Like in hindsight it just makes you sound like
yes.
you're ashamed of what you almost did, which was which was pretty much your right to do as a adult
Person?
woman.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
like
fine.
I don't see
Yeah.
what the problem is. Did you want people to think that you were
Well,
above
yeah.
these kinds of thoughts and feelings? Like, oh no, we've cracked your otherworldly shell of celebrity. You're a human being just like the rest of us. Oh no. I thought it was
Well,
dangerous
I
for
guess
her to
my
have
point,
children. In general.
and I suppose
Like she
I'm assuming that's why they
she could have had
considered it.
multiple reasons why, exactly. So I don't see the
Yeah.
for someone who puts so much of their life on display,
So
to be annoyed at something so innocuous.
I don't know. I found the whole thing really exploitative, to be honest. Like this person, and by this person I mean
Hmm.
Kanye, obviously needs like
Some help.
real, real help, like real support. And I'm not just talking about here, take this medication. I'm talking like he not only because I mean my understanding of being bipolar is you have like mood swings and you have really high highs and very low lows, but it seems like he's got a lot of emotion that he doesn't deal with. And I mean, I feel like if he had the proper support, he would not feel compelled
Enemies
to
of the
do
light
these kinds
swarm
of
the
things.
roots of the great tree. Bring the seed and banish them once more.
Yes, if he were not surrounded by enablers, he would not be doing this stuff. He would, like he would have a tighter support structure around him, that allows him to express himself and his creativity and, bless the world with his talent as he's wont to do without all these crazy episodes. Plenty of people are bipolar and they don't pull this stuff all the time. Granted, they're not all
Yeah,
bipolar.
and
But the point
bipolar
is,
isn't exactly a one-way street. There's different kinds of it and how it does affect your moods and how it affects
right.
your greater impulse control. There's a lot that gets tied into
Well,
it
I
and a
think
lot that people don't give into consideration. Like they
hmm
think it's just, oh well, you know, sometimes I'm in a good mood. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood. It's a little bit deeper than that, you know.
Oh yeah, it's way more than that for sure. No
But
doubt. I think that
mhm.
someone like Kanye West should have access to better care. And for some reason, he's not getting it, which is troubling.
Yeah,
And it's actually really sad.
it's because I mean he is an adult man.
He is.
You know, he does earn a lot of his keep. He does deserve a significant say in his agency and what he does with himself. You know, you can't make people get hell for it. But at the same time, I think just letting him say, like, yeah, no, I'm just not going to do that stuff, and not have anything to replace it or substitute for it. Or, like, if you want to do this your
Right.
own way, sure. But by ignoring it or pretending like, I don't know, it doesn't exist is kind of it's kind of self-destructive.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
That's why, like, you know, I wanna. It's why I'm getting less and less satisfied with the whole. Oh man, that's just Kanye being Kanye, man. He's just going crazy again. Like, no, exactly, he's going crazy again. Like,
Yeah.
how far does it have to escalate before y'all just?
Before somebody steps in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know how Britney Spears is under a conservatorship?
Well, that's just sad, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently she cannot. Apparently she does not have the capability to make any real business decisions,
I don't think I've always
which is
been weirdly
why.
contentious about that, but yeah, I've heard that
So, you know, her
she needs to be
father
controlled.
and like a lawyer make all her decisions for her, really. Like, she's involved, but ultimately, she doesn't, like, the real control is her father and her lawyer. Imagine, how old is Brittany? She's like
Yes.
38. Imagine being a grown up woman with two kids and you have no say, really. I mean, sure, I'm sure they asked her opinion, you know, because she wouldn't do it if she didn't want to. But
If they
ultimately,
declare her unfit, does she even have a
she doesn't.
choice?
She doesn't. She doesn't have a choice.
Yeah. So I mean, sure she has a say here and there, but to say
Yeah.
that's something she agreed to is like what?
No, I mean, she didn't agree to that. It's hard to say that she agreed to something when the argument is that she's not able to do that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Sounds like he's just got control of this, you know, this empire.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, the whole thing is really crazy. Not to divert into Britney Spears, but
Do you?
to say that someone's not mentally capable of making decisions about their own life, and yet they're able to perform every night and be like one of the highest paid artists in the world,
Kind of strange.
it's it's a little strange, you know? Like, maybe she's like a very she's just really, really good at performing and nothing else. I mean, I guess that could be the case. But, you know, back to Kanye, do you think that would even function for someone like
Absolutely not.
him? Like, do you think he would ever give up? Yeah.
Absolutely not. give up his agency, his ability to decide to do things? No, absolutely not.
I don't think he would either. Ah!
He'd sooner die. He'd sooner eat his children than give up
Yeah.
his will to be, his ability to just be. And that's not to say, oh, well, you
Yeah,
know, hey,
I
man,
mean,
just
I
let him
feel
be.
like most people would. I feel most people would feel the same.
Yeah, but especially him.
Yeah.
He who was raised to, you know, address himself honestly and openly. And, you know, to never give up or reject his own truths. It'd drive him bananas. You know, but at the same time, he needs an advisor, an assistant, a parrot. You know, voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. You know, someone he trusts, respects,
Yeah.
because to talk to or express his feelings to,
Right.
because, you know, there
Yeah,
has
you're
to be,
absolutely right. All he needs is one rational human in his life
yeah,
that
who isn't concerned with,
he.
who's more concerned with
Yeah.
his actions and not how his actions will affect them. Because that's what it seems
Right.
like all the people surrounding him are concerned by.
I think that was his mom. You know, earlier in his
What, someone who
career.
cares how his actions will affect him?
And yes, and she's gone. She died. I don't think he ever recovered.
I don't think that's something he ever really got to process healthily, or no, in any.
Right.
No, I don't think he did either.
Yeah.
I think part of that is still eating away at him in many ways.
Oh yeah.
But you know, how do you say no? That's something that I think the people around him need to figure out, and fast, because you can't keep letting him do this.
Right.
Like, how many years in a row?
There needs to be someone. Yeah, apparently his family says that once per year he'll have like a really bad episode. It's like, okay, well, you know that. What are you doing
Yeah.
about it? You just accept that he's gonna have an episode every year?
Yeah. Like,
That
how much do
sucks.
they have to escalate? This year he's on TMZ. This year he's
Yeah.
running for president. You know, like, what
Yeah.
is it going to be
Yeah,
next?
the whole thing's really sad.
Kanye's entered the moon race. What?
I think he's
Is building shuttle, just as described in song Spaceship from the College Dropout. Like, what? Kanye's in the space race now? He's building a rocket? Yeah? Can we say no to him
Yeah.
yet?
That's what he did. And you start saying no to him.
Like, can we start saying no now? Now he wants to build a rocket ship. None of us are qualified to do this.
Jeez.
Boop. Sarah frowns, dear. This thing is
Ew.
awesome. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these shenanigans,
Yeah.
because at this point they're just kind of being irresponsible.
Yeah. Yeah, totally true.
Oh wow, thank you for that.
Uh
Behind me.
oh. Oh, sorry, I didn't see
I
that.
know it's a good thing you were looking at
I
me
looked away
after
for a
you
second.
died, so you could see what I was doing. And
I actually was.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
I know.
So I mean, I guess in conclusion, I do not want to see any further spectacle. To be honest, I think as his fans, anybody who genuinely cares about his mental health should take the same stance, even if he desperately, so desperately wants to go outside and act a damn fool. It would be very refreshing to see someone say, maybe don't do that. And I hope we don't see another one of those before this year is out, because it's
Yeah.
it's not only a really pathetic thing to kind of witness, but it's also a bit of a distraction. Like, there's some real
Yeah.
shit going on this year that we do not need to add his mental state to. And the grand pantheon of
Right?
things that need to be thought about and considered, like his deteriorating mental state or his episodes honestly need to be something that his family really needs to address sooner rather than later.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
Putting it off is not making stuff any better. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, just a whole lot of unfortunate.
it's like Savathun's song, man. I'm concerned about Shax. We got to take that Ahamkara skull.
We gotta get that
We
out
got to
of
get
there.
that thing out of there. He's sitting there singing about the moon
He's been hearing things.
being made of cheese, and he's doing it to the tune of the game's theme song. It's like, Shax, I know you really like that Ahamkara head, but we gonna have to, like, just wait until he's sleeping and swap it out with, like, a replica or something.
Mhm.
Like, it does not have to be an authentic Ahamkara head. That's just kooky. Know anybody that can make a replica? Get, like, the pop
Yeah,
figurine
Wilkins
version of it.
probably can.
Sure could use more rifts here.
I don't have a rift currently.
Why do you not have a rift?
I used it up over there. Because
Why
I
do you
use
not?
it frequently.
Why do you not have
I
more
don't
rifts? Why do you
always
not
have.
always have rifts?
Oh, there's a
You're
rift
supposed
right
to
now.
be the master of rifts. All rifts,
I often have a rift.
but all our rifts are belong to you. What are we supposed to do?
With
Like
no
Dunkin'
rift.
Donuts not having
How the fuck
It's
is
not
it
like
no rift?
Dunkin' Donuts being out of donuts. Like, how did this happen? How did we reach this impasse? Oof. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I was not expecting that angle, but I'll take it. Yep. You got, like, Thrall on your face. The powers that
Yeah.
be are like, revive him. Please revive him. And you're just like, no, I need the glory of doing this finisher first so I can get shot by Savathun's butt cheeks while I try to revive him.
I was trying to.
I wanna
bring
get
you
bodied
back
by
after
Thrall.
I killed the thing.
I
Jeez.
like these Thrall hitting me on my coccyx.
What?
These Thrall hitting me in the coccyx.
Oh, in
Holistic family
Ah,
remedy.
damn.
Getting hit in my coccyx.
the coffee.
Savathun's witness don't want this smoke from the sleeper simulant. I'm telling you. I brought the linear fusion rifle to the party, okay? You stop that.
The linear
The
fusion vessel?
OG.
Not the
The
linear
OG
fusion vessel.
itself. LOL, please nerf this in Gambit itself. The sleeper simulant. The OG Ikelos quest.
Ah! Okay, miscalculation.
Hey, dude. Oh, jeez. He's doing that thing that enemies do.
Chasing you around.
That's alright, it's his ankles. It's his ankles that are on trial here. He's about to get a knee to the face, though. He's about to get butt jokered. Boop! Grenade to your feet. Haha. Oh, he's lucky he disappeared.
Now he's invisible. Oh, jerk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Clearly he's got swashbuckler on that axe, you know. Mm-hmm. Disappear through that, fool. Yeah. Oh, no.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. It dropped an engram. Hey, look, there's the giant ball thingy. It's the ball thingy. Look at it.
There's a lot of ball thingies over
Look, dear. Look. Want to play some tennis? It's like the big beach
Sure.
ball at Coachella. Look at it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
It's the little things, okay? It's the little things.
So, the scuttlebutt is, have you taken a look at the tree lately?
There was like a
There's
darkness
a
ceiling
orb.
that used to be much higher than this. And, as these weeks
Yes.
have gone on, I've noticed that the tree has kind of been consumed, turning it.
And also, what's going on with this like orb?
What orb thing?
That's all of a sudden around it. Like, look at it. Look at it. There's like a before it was just like a bunch of branches. Now it's like the trunk, with the silver, twisty things, but the top is like an orb.
It's kind of an orb. Like, it looks like it's kind of forming a. Well, TBH. Actually, the further you get from it, the more. Actually, come back here. The further you stand away from it, the more clear it kind of looks. Like, come back here,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, come all the way back here to where I'm standing, and look up at it.
Yeah. Mm, it's like forming something.
Do you think it's forming like
Like a dark traveler type deal?
That's definitely a possibility. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. It's always been kind of strange to me in particular. It's always been kind of strange to me that, and that's what I meant by this darkness field or whatever it is, lowering itself. Like, it looks like a field from above. Like whatever the darkness was doing, this this little distorted pattern was further up in the cradle earlier
Mhm.
in the season. To the
Oh
point where you
yeah,
could
for sure.
to the point where you could actually distinguish the beam that was coming down from the pyramid to this thing. But now you can't even see the
Yeah.
beam anymore.
Mhm. You cannot see
And
the
yeah,
beam. You can just see.
and yeah, to add to your I
Mm.
mean, do you think that it's always been kind of weird to me that there's one traveler, yet there are dozens and 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 dozens of pyramids?
Mhm.
I mean, what do you think that means? Do you think they're making a dark traveler? Do you think the first traveler was a mistake?
I don't know if it was a
You think it
mistake,
was an
but
anomaly? I mean, it did
I
run
think.
off and take the light with it. I mean, I don't know.
Mm,
Mutiny?
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't have enough evidence to form a solid opinion, but I think the fact that it's spherical, uh, definitely, it's like a way of making a mockery of what of the traveler itself. You know,
A
like
mockery or a
if you
refinement?
think about the
Have you
mockery,
seen the ruinous
because
effigy?
you know, no.
Well, go on. I'm gonna
I've
walk up
not.
to you holding it.
Okay.
See this? See what it
Wow.
looks like? Now, what does that look like to you, Boo?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's made out of darkness.
This plain white pattern, this white looks like it's made out of darkness. Can you actually look at it and not give the most obvious answer because you know what the weapon is actually made out of? This does not look like it's made out of darkness. It looks like the
Well,
Traveler. That's what it looks like. It
hold
looks
on,
like the
hold
Traveler,
on.
dear.
Oh, you mean the material it's
That's
made out of is like
well, I
made out of
said,
the
what does it
traveler?
look like?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, okay. Now you see that, right? Now check this out.
Mhm.
This is the Eververse skin that you can get for it. Now look at what happens to it.
Ooh.
Now what does it look like?
It looks like it's made out of darkness.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah. There's now there's some scuttlebutt out there that suggests that we are going to get
Mhm.
another weapon before the season ends, and it's going to be
Mhm.
more traveler based than say. At least that's what the rumor is trying to say, that it will be more traveler based than straight up darkness based. So if that's true, just in
Ooh.
line with the way this weapon looks in its default state and the way it looks after you put this skin on it, how it looks kind of like,
Mhm.
well, it kind of looks like bark. It kind of looks like wood refined into like a chalk white or like, eggshell white pattern. And its alternate
Yeah.
skin looks like it's made out of darkness. So if that is like a way to
Mhm.
maybe foreshadow what's happening to the Tree of Silver Wings right now, or the process that maybe the
Mhm.
darkness can put, or that the darkness as an element can put, a vessel or being through, uh,
Mhm.
it looks pretty telling. I mean, if this is how you grow a traveler, I almost feel like if the darkness were attempting to reshape something in its image, I mean, it almost looks like it's making a dark traveler.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Kind of looks like it's making a dark traveler out of this tree. Because maybe the first traveler didn't go exactly as planned, and it had the light, and it just kind of ran off with it to maybe prove something. Because why else would you have one single element like the traveler against all these pyramids? Like, why is there only one?
That's interesting. Well, because the traveler, I don't know, I don't have the answer to that, but I don't know that the darkness made the traveler to begin with, you know? So there, I think it's more along the lines of there are two kind of elemental forces, and this, you know how we read that whole book about the gardener and
Yeah.
the mower, and how there was supposed to be this element, this kind of balance, and the gardener, who's basically the traveler, was like, no, it should be different, and then we'd end up with different things, and the winner was like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. We have this one perfect shape, right? This specific shape of things always wins. So why should there be anything else? You'll just end up with a bunch of cancerous shit that doesn't need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, boo.
maybe,
This looks like a darkness traveler to me.
kind of like, it does, it does. But I think maybe if I had to guess on what the purpose of the darkness traveler would be, it would be to kind of, because it views who we are. You know, we're beings imbued with the light, and we would not have arrived at that state naturally. I want to say that the, the darkness, quote unquote, traveler is like an attempt to bring things back to that pattern.
By doing what? Creating darkness
Kind of
guardians?
by creating something that's more akin to the pattern that it sees, like that's, that perfect shape, whatever it is.
Yeah, because this thing is looking kind of circular.
It is looking quite circular.
And it's got
This is true.
those patterns, those maze-like patterns are all over it. How interesting.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's so funny that we didn't notice this for weeks. Like, we just didn't stop to look up at the tree and notice that thing was gradually being consumed.
Yeah. And we used to be able to look up and see, like, the branches and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally died.
What?
Mm, I fell off the
Only
tree.
you. Only you.
I accidentally fell off the tray. The tree. Yeah. So like, what was I gonna say? Um,
Yes.
what is that thing that it's like it's from Destiny 1. It's in the garden growth, a tree of silver wings. The leaves are ruin, the bark disaster. Of the seeds, we do not speak.
Okay. Sounds like you know. Sounds like you
Uh,
know already. I mean, that quote's the only thing that's important.
so like, what?
That quote is the only thing that's really important. It's a quote from a pair of Titan boots.
Yeah, right. So like, what is the actual What is the actual
What
seed?
it's what grows these trees.
Like,
It's our artifact. Like we have a seed of silver wings, right? Isn't that the artifact we have this season? Yeah, the seed of silver
it
wings.
is.
Malleable and hungering, speak not of what it becomes.
What does it become?
Well, boo, take a look at it on the artifact screen. It has lore on it too, doesn't it? Yeah, it has lore on it.
It does. Let's see. Yeah, it does. It's a letter written by Eris. One particularly interesting paragraph is there is a second tree, obviously, has grown. From it, the Guardian has taken a seed that we intend to use for study.
Mm-hmm.
With the tree's parent felled in the Black Garden, this may be a rarely given opportunity. I'm only now beginning to record its most lightly guarded secret. Rooted in nature, no Asher, not typically. It acts as an engine of integration, incorporating that which it contacts into its structure. It feeds from particles of energy. The light, the dark, they are vying for dominance within its every particle. So yeah, that actually makes sense because this tree is being fed darkness right now, right? So whatever it grows is gonna be darkness.
Hmm.
Of some sort. Alright, let's go talk to Earth. See what she's got to say. Hey Earth, what's up? What's up, girl?
This message
Oh, thanks.
is contrast in the naturalistic sense, but also implies a judgment. Humanity assigns moral meaning to change, interpreting it as for better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think of winter as evil because summer flowers must wither and die? We do not.
Hmm.
And the darkness asks us why.
Hmm. Very interesting.
I suppose.
Uh,
What's of the law? What does she mean, contrast?
oh, okay.
What does
That's
that
it.
mean?
Word denotes the moment before a change, the cusp, the brink. But it is a repetition of something that has already happened. A mistake from which no knowledge was gained. Collapse. Perhaps.
What?
Hmm. Interesting. Oh no. I no. I want to read the lore. Your mic was shorting out, so I was waiting for you to fix your mic. Uh. Okay. So triumphs. What is that? I'm hearing a whole lot of white noise right now. There you go. It's fixed. Oh. Okay. Okay. So. Where is it? Where? Okay. Contrast. It is called. It says another rhetorical gambit. The enemy presents itself as part of a natural cycle. Like a stalking wolf, it simply obeys its nature. How can we hate it for that? Personal notes, quoting Hive Leather with a knife. There are jaded guardians, strangers to true laws. who claim that the traveler has ulterior motives and the darkness is a natural force. They worship gray. For them, the line between right and wrong is as fine as silk and just as easy to cut. Fools. Evil is real, even in a world of gray. It must be named and fought, because, left unchecked, it takes everything. Those who excuse and deny evil's existence are its greatest allies. Those who mistake its causes for moral justification are its favorite pawns. Yet, the pyramid challenges me. Would not the light destroy the darkness just as the darkness would destroy the light? Why do we call a change evil when its natural is inevitable, like Earth's winters or the sun's spots? Because some changes must be resisted. If we do not prepare for winter, we would die in it. We would cease to exist. So now I find myself using the enemy's philosophy to justify my opposition to the enemy. A neat little trap. Is winter evil? It causes evil. It leads us into evil choices through scarcity and pain. But winter is the result of natural circumstance. Even if it had a mind, it could never choose to become an endless summer. It would always hurt us simply by being itself. Does that make it evil? And if we were to build shelters and weapons out of ice, would we become evil? Survival in winter requires wintercraft. Survival in darkness requires a new idea of good and evil, one that will not collapse into moral indifference. Or we will all be dredgens in the end. Hmm. I find that very interesting. Yes, she does. She does. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, this is. I mean, I kind of see what's going on here. This is pretty cool. Um, she's pretty much saying, the argument here is the darkness is not inherently evil because the darkness is. It's just the kind of like what I was saying earlier. It's just a elemental force, right? It doesn't have any feelings on the matter. Just like winter is not trying to kill anything. It's just winter, right? It's not inherently evil, but it causes pain and suffering.
So the darkness is unintentionally causing pain and suffering by the nature of what it is.
That's what the that's what the darkness is
I'm not
arguing.
bad. I
But
was
she's
just drawn that
saying,
way.
right, but she's saying, the darkness is using this. She's saying, here I am using the darkness's own rhetoric to make an argument for using the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
If darkness is not inherently evil, then using these darkness weapons does not make you evil. It requires knowledge of the darkness, right?
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, she's basically utilizing this logic the darkness is utilizing. It's arguing that, hey, you shouldn't fight me because I am just part of the natural balance of things, even though I cause pain and suffering. But she says something that's pretty interesting, like, oh, just because winter is natural doesn't mean you shouldn't fight it. If we didn't, we'd die. You just have to adjust. What do you do in the winter? You wear a coat. Well,
Yeah.
build a fire. Yeah, these are very cleverly written. I give, you know, definitely definitely some 3 a.m. writing went into these.
Hmm.
To be sure.
Mm,
To be snapped.
I don't know about this.
No? What do you think?
I don't think describing dark power as something as routine and inescapable as the changing of seasons is a very good context to put something like that in, that wields such destructive power.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, sure, but I mean, the collapse doesn't seem to be in a typical extinction level event that leaves anything behind. So, what grows in the place of the things that have been destroyed in the name of the darkness? Like, what does the hive leave behind after they've conquered worlds? It doesn't seem like much.
Not very much.
Seems more like vying to be the only organism or the only thing that exists. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, yeah, it's like what Lois Lane asked Superman in the original movie, where he's like, "Don't worry, I've got you." And she's like, "You've got me. Who's got you?"
Who's got you?
You know, like who
Mm-hmm.
watches the Watchmen? You
Right.
feel me? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure just how much. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is crazy convincing as far as making a case for its existence and why it's a viable one out of two choices. It's not even saying, "Hey, man, don't choose the Traveler." You know, it's more of course. Excuse me. It's more, of course, of the opinion that I am just the better of these two choices.
Hmm.
Like, I love this argument. It's a great argument to make, but with it comes a lot of caveats. Like, after you're done nodding your head, you got a couple more things to think about, I think. Because, like she
Oh
said,
yeah,
if it's
sure.
something that, survival in darkness requires a new idea of good and evil, one that will not collapse into moral indifference, which is what I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the darkness kind of vies for. Because, again, like, what do the hive leave behind? What are the hive personally invested in and are fighting towards other than the right to be the last thing existing? There seems to be a distinct moral indifference. It's like, well, I'm wiping you out. Why? Because that's just what I do, man. If you can survive, I mean, you'll be the one left over. But if you can't, yeet. If you've just got
Yeah.
if you've just got a balance where everything is looking out for itself, I think that's what she kind of means by, or we will
Right.
all become dredgens in the end.
I also was kind of piqued by the idea that, we need one that doesn't, when she said that doesn't collapse into moral
Yeah.
indifference, right? Like, we shouldn't just be like, oh, okay, well, it's fine that we're using all these darkness weapons
Because we're using it to fight the darkness.
because we're using it to fight the darkness. Right. Like, it shouldn't be just a thing we're doing. Like, how do I put
I
it?
think that was.
It should be done with utter deference and awareness of what we're doing,
I think that's what
right?
Zavala brought up the week before when he was like, well, what
Yeah.
happens if we use these weapons and they turn on us? Do we have a plan for what we're going to do if we use these and it turns out to not, be as expected? Like, which is what you're saying, that deference to an idea
Mm-hmm.
beyond, oh, hey, powers. I got this.
Yeah. Right.
Be a dear. How close are you to getting your ruinous effigy?
Uh, Let me see.
Like, what else do we got to do? Because there's some lore on it that I think would absolutely contribute to this conversation even more, and I'd love for you to be able to read it. Yeah.
I need to get precision
Okay.
multi-kills.
Precision multi-kills. That's it?
Yeah, I
Anywhere in
think so.
particular?
Defeat targets, avoid damage, chain precision multi-kills, and complete gambit of reckoning.
Anywhere in particular?
No, just says precision
Well,
multi-kills. And it says higher tiers of reckoning and defeating invaders defeats if an invader grant additional.
we're heading to the annex to pick up our loots. You said you needed to play some Gambit, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we can get down on some Gambit before if you want to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
I was also thinking we're a bit stronger. You know, we can always try Prophecy, although a third would always be welcome.
A third would be awesome.
Because it's pretty tough running around in those crazy circles.
Yeah. I would want to try Prophecy. I mean, I definitely need to do some Gambit, but I do want to try Prophecy at some point again. Do we have any guests coming this week?
Oh, I'd have to double check. I sent out my feelers, but they didn't exactly come back to me. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. I'll get some more.
Okay. Okay.
People always just walking away with the cool looking ship. Do you not see my butt flap? Do you not see this golden butt flap?
The golden butt
Yeah, I
flap.
literally have the golden butt flap.
Let me see.
Where are you?
In your fire team.
Oh, okay. That. Oh, okay. That.
Enough
Oh,
flanks with
I'm
tower?
already in the tower.
Oh.
Like I've been in the tower for some
Weird.
time now.
I'm just landing in the tower.
That's why I was saying, where are you?
I just landed. That's so weird.
Ah, he gave me Temptation's hook. Yay.
Yeah. Temptation's hook. Ah.
AKA the worst sword ever. Let's see. Ooh, it's got Tireless
come on.
Blade on it. And, ooh. Tireless Blade and Whirlwind Blade. If it had Relentless Strikes and Whirlwind Blade, I would have been like, oh my god. But as it stands, this is just a crab sword, it seems.
Ooh, okay. Now that that's cleared.
What's up?
I had way too many of those engrams.
Well, you do focus them, right? So that you can get like powered up versions
Yeah.
and yeah, because the focused ones will always
but
be worth
still,
more. What?
I mean, there's still like so many of them. You just get them from being out in the world.
Yeah, you know, the more gifts you get, the more opportunities they do give you. I always thought that was kind of cool.
That is quite cool. Sick. Oh. You still my heart.
A focus. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. And getting close to that moment of cap. Yay, SMG.
Of cap.
No optative. Yeah.
I pay you, young blood's partner. Hey, look alive, hotshot.
I definitely need more invader synths.
Hmm.
Be seeing you, brother.
I burned through all of mine, like, doing the motes for... Because I originally thought I wanted my hunter to be an invader, and I got all that invader gear, and then... I decided, actually, no. I'd rather go about the reaping. Yes.
Rather go about the reaping.
Yes!
The reaping.
That's what I said.
Okay. I have that too. I have the reaping. What do you normally do? Are you usually like a usually all about that collector look,
Well,
aren't you?
my best set is my collector set for my Titan. Then I realized I wanted to troll. Then I realized I just wanted to reload stability and
You just wanna.
yeah, I just wanted to be a invader Titan who puts bubbles on banks.
Mm.
Thought that sounded like my true calling. It sounded too fun. It sounded far too fun to resist trying at least once. So I think that's gonna be my it's gonna be my MO moving forward. It's gonna be pretty fun, pretty funny.
Very nice.
But I do like being a collector. I like dropping large blockers on people. I'm sorry, giant blockers, excuse me. Giant. I like dropping giant blockers on people.
Giant.
Only the best kinds of blockers, of course.
Okay. Wait, let me just switch to some of this.
Have fun, I'm just juggling. I'm just juggling as usual. Anything else on the news docket there?
Let's see. Well, I'm sure you already noticed this, but they kinda sorta nerfed the fall.
Again? How many times are they gonna nerf it?
Yeah,
That
well,
already got nerfed. Like 2 weeks ago they nerfed it. Remember 2 weeks ago when they nerfed it last time? Telling me it got nerfed again?
Well, they nerfed it so that that little spinny thing doesn't continue to
That's
do
what
damage
they
past
that's
a
what
certain
they
point.
did the last time they nerfed it. That was like 2 weeks ago. Did the first
Oh, really?
nerf not go through? Yeah, did the first nerf not go through?
I guess.
Because remember, it was like 2 weeks after it came out, and remember we were running around. I think we were doing prophecy at the time or whatever, and I was like, man, this is the last time we're gonna be able to do it while the sword is still overpowered. Remember when I said that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So stop nerfing this. If they nerfed it again, no, maybe. Well, what site? Who reported on this?
GameSpot.
Hmm.
And it's an article from today.
That's interesting. I wonder if they. Like, I want to sit here and think, maybe they're just late to the party or something, but.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe, they just didn't report on it before and they were like, oh yeah. Although that would be a weird choice.
Right? Wouldn't it?
Like, I would just not mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they were a bit. Yeah, maybe they were just a bit late to the party. They didn't get the memo right away. But wow, okay, so what is the damage effect exactly? It affects the spin move. What was it doing before? It was getting like extra damage.
It was getting extra damage on like the spin move. So they fixed it. It's still, it still does a lot of damage. So that's, I was like, it's a nerf that's not a nerf. It's a nerf in that they fixed the bug that was making it do that.
Okay.
But it still does a lot of damage.
Good. Well, good. Last thing I want is a weapon that's not satisfying to use. I mean, I like the Temptations hook as a novelty, but it does feel like when I use it, like if I'm using it to just for PvE shenanigans, I generally don't mind. It's pretty fun to use and it's pretty fast on its own. But like if I'm gonna go fight a boss, or especially if I'm doing contact where there's just multiple like bosses that pop up at any given time, or fighting maybe a raid boss or something in PvE that's like close to the ground, I'll always choose the flying guillotine because not only does it hold a lot of ammo, but it does a lot of damage. Like that spin move is redonkulous in the amount of damage it does and the amount of range it has. Like I don't know if you've ever seen me or like somebody else run into the middle of like 3 enemies, like as the Taken are spawning. Just run into the middle of it and unleash the spin attack and there's nothing left. Yeah, it's just a really good go-to weapon. That's why so many people were using it the first 2 weeks. It just did so much damage. And between that and people just smacking things with the Wither Horde just to be jerks. Just, oh, yuck, look! Blights. Between the blights and between the spin attacks, it's like most things don't stand a chance. Most things don't survive that onslaught of DPs, of DPSs. DPS. Yes. On their GPS. They get the DPS. Nope, not changing it. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. An elephant is memorable, and not because of his big head. What? What's totally fair?
You don't have to change it. No need to change it.
Nor will I. Thank you, dear. So, ready to get out of here?
I am ready to get out. Give me one. Yeah, go ahead. If you wanna take us to Gambit, please do. I'm just changing the
darn cotton picking
shaders on my stuff.
Is this an Amalon sword? Is this sword an Amalon sword? That's an Amalon skin. That's what it is. It's an Amalon skin for this bad boy. Oh, wow. That's so kooky. Man, that's a cool skin. Huh, I just noticed that.
Nice.
Girl, what you mean nice? You can get it too. Alright, so I'll take us to orbit if you're ready now. Alright, orbit it is. So, Gambit Prime, yes?
Or Gambit. Yeah, Gambit Prime.
Got your reaping armor ready and all of your bounties bountied? Alright, going in crab. Dos. Uno.
Yay.
Alright, let me get my gear of choice on then. As you can see, I color schemed it like a boss. You didn't like the way I looked when I showed you that picture of me in my full Notorious Invader armor?
Yeah, that was cool.
Why was it cool?
Because it had the full, like, notorious insanity on it. Do you have it now?
Wow. That was bad. You shouldn't do that.
What?
You shouldn't bluff on air.
What
You
do you
shouldn't you
mean?
shouldn't bluff on air. That's bad. That's a bad bluff. It's like a
What do you mean?
I literally said what was cool about my full set of Notorious gear, and you're like, the fact that you had the full Notorious gear, and I'm just like, wow, this is
Well, that's what I
this is
have,
so
actually.
painful.
I have
This
the
is
full
so painful to sit through. Why you gotta feign it? Why can't you just take a look at the gear and say something now to save face? Why you gotta drag us through this horrific? Just I'm
Alright,
I'm my cringe muscle
It's actually pretty
is.
cool. I like your color chart.
Thank you.
Alright, get over
No,
it.
I'm not. My cringe, the cringe gram. Clovis Bray, why did you do this to us? Why did you figure out how to preserve the fifth element? Cringe.
Oh, jeez. How do you get it to be red like that? Because I can't get mine to be anything but green. Like, I can change the color of the, like, you know what I mean? Like, the snake is always...
Yeah, the snake always has to be green. Because when you're wearing close to a full set or have your set fully powered up, the suit glow. The snake glows. Which-
Oh, how come yours is red? then?
Because this is all Invader gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, alright, so I'm like 12 right now, right? When I use a synth, it'll punch me up to 15. And then my armor will start glowing red. Like, watch, when you see, like, when we're all taunting each other and acting a fool, like, take a look over at me and you'll see it.
Okay. Do you use sense right before or
The synth lasts for a half an hour. It gives you a +3 boost and it lasts for a half an hour. So really it's up to you how long you want it to last, you know, how long you think you'll be playing, etc., etc. I'm using it now while we're in orbit because the extra few seconds are like, yeah, okay. But yeah, like when I was a collector and I had all my collector gear on fleek, the snake would glow white. But this shader is called this shader is the New Age Black Armory shader with hints of Carminica, because that's just a cool new shader from this season. But yeah, you might have the New Age Black Armory shader, or like, you know, whatever. That's why I always like looking at shaders, and then you can hit Y to preview how it'll look across the whole armor, because I just wanted it to look cool.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey, why
Yeah.
not make it black and red?
Yeah, it matches the
Yes.
snake. Cool
Like, watch. When you look over at me, you're gonna see it. I'm gonna be glowing, dear. I'm gonna be glowing.
Ooh! Scorn approach.
Oh, yay.
Come to Drifter. Motes of dark
Eh?
have no effect on scorn.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, yeah. Shoulders for y'all.
Hey,
I love that
we're
theme.
dredging. Fight like one, brother. Hostile.
Yeah, that's right. I still have fond memories of Season of the Drifter. Don't at me. Don't at me, you heathens.
I like Season of the Drifter. I don't know why everybody loves to hate on Season of the Drifter. I didn't have an issue with it. I thought it was fun.
Because, dear. People just aren't about that Gambit life.
Yeah, that's clearly why. But yeah, if you don't like Gambit, then Season of the Drifter is gonna be like...
That's why people were wondering, like, wait, Season of the Dawn. Of course, that's when we're getting, you know, Osiris. But does that mean it's gonna be a season of PvP? Remember when people freaked out a little bit? They're like, is it gonna be Trials of Osiris all
Yeah.
season? It's like, no.
Oh my god.
The salt that would be generated by this event alone.
People, yeah.
Incoming
No,
wave at the
no.
drill.
I mean, plus I thought the story, that was told during Season of the Drifter was cool. Like the story was cool, and I happen to enjoy Gambit, so I didn't have a problem with the increased,
Yeah, even if
focus
it didn't
on it.
make itself immediately obvious, like you really had to work through some stuff. Like I didn't even find out about
Mhm.
the invitations from the Nine until later, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, those were kind of hidden. Kind of have to go looking for those.
Haha, ruinous effigy. That's cute.
Nice.
Hostiles
Uh oh.
inbound at the steps.
Only 5 motes? Ah, Jesus.
Who's only got
Me.
5 modes? Oh.
Thank you.
I spot a
Ooh,
high
yes,
value
thank you.
target. Give 'em hell. Small blocker outbound. Portals ready.
Sure.
Embrace
What
I'm just
happened?
embracing the darkness as I
Are
do.
you gonna invade?
guardians.
As I am wont to do. You know me.
As one
Holy
does.
shit.
Relax. We'll get a chance to ride again.
Revoker. Wow. I got sniped. I got sniped. That was horrible. Oh, the pain. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
No.
There will be others.
You made it back. Indeed, there will be.
Oh, did you croak?
No? Hmm.
Don't forget your precision multi-kills. Aim for the head on everything.
A bow's good for that.
A bow's good for that, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know whether the Trinity Ghoul counted because it's like you can get precision, you can get a precision kill and then get a bunch of multi-kills off of it. But just to be safe, I mean, a bow's an easy way to do it. Hand cannon's an easy way to do it. Scout rifle.
Oh,
You know,
maybe
there
I
are
should-
ways.
Oh, man. These bananas.
You know the blockers that build up at our bank,
Ah,
they also drain the bank of moats.
they're... Yeah.
Heavy ammo is spawning soon.
Nice.
Not good.
Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers. Opposing team summoned a primeval. If they kill it, they win this. Portals up. High value targets running. Get it.
Uh-oh.
Invader incoming. High value target escaped.
Oof.
Did he get
The
you?
blockers did.
Oh, the blockers. Oh, I see.
invader down. You're clear.
Ah, crap. He got me, but I got him.
That's
so,
all. The trade-off was 2 motes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Embrace the darkness. Take out those guardians.
Um.
10 seconds
So,
left.
what else did we have on that? So there's apparently this
Welcome back.
harassment hotline for games.
Ooh, Bully Hunters 2.0?
Um,
Is it for all genders or just one?
and no, it's for everyone. Although I will warn you, Anita Sarkeesian is involved.
Oh, then it must be only for women. Because men don't experience harassment online.
Well,
We are typically the oppressors, so we don't get harassed. There's no such thing as reverse harassment online.
but what is reverse harassment?
That's okay. Harassment is only something that female gamers experience on the internet.
Oh, is that all harassment?
That's all it is, dear. That's all. They're the only ones that get harassed. I mean, you don't remember when Boogie2988 tried to suggest that men get harassed and that he's been harassed? They've left like poop on his doorstep, and you know how she got mad at him backstage and was like, "Why'd you have to say that?" Like,
What?
because I do get harassed. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I have boobs, if that
What?
helps.
She
No, he
got
didn't say that. But
mad?
look, what? Yeah, she got mad at him because that's the narrative, as far as she's concerned. But really, she has something to do with it. What is it?
He's invading the other side.
Is it something? Is it something good?
Well,
Usually isn't.
it is something good. It's supposed to be. It's an inclusive resource for anyone.
Hmm.
A text message-based hotline intended to offer emotional
Wow.
support, referrals, and resources to developers, streamers, players, and competitors. So, you know, if at any point you feel like you're being harassed online, no matter what you do within the industry, you should feel safe calling this hotline. What do you think of that approach?
I think it's silly and ridiculous. I think
so? Why?
if you yes, I think if you don't know how to deal with quote unquote online harassment, i.e. step away from your goddamn computer, use the very helpful block and filtering features included with every social media platform, the built-in blocking and muting features. If you do not have the emotional stability to do something like that, you should probably not be doing anything on the internet or in any kind of public sphere. I mean, I think that's weird that there's a hotline for you to call just in case you are so distraught by the text messages and or messages you are receiving online. Not to say that it can't be overwhelming, not to say that it can't be a dog pile sometimes, but
Right.
the context and seriousness with which people tend to handle these internet interactions is often baffling to me. And I feel like by telling people that, hey, there's a resource for you to, you know, emotionally assert yourself in the realm of online entertainment, be you a developer or streamer or, you know, it's like, why do you need this? Why do you feel this is necessary for you to have? Like, why don't you just turn your
I guess
freaking
I would
laptop
argue-
off? Like, turn off your social media. It's not needed.
Mhm.
It's not necessary. Not so necessary that you need like life coaching to deal with it.
That's 2.
Well, yeah,
Gotcha.
true. I guess I would argue that a lot of people may find that to be difficult. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like we live our lives on the internet, basically.
Yeah. So I mean, but where
So
from
the
there
very
do you not have the
suggestion-
emotional distance? Like, I grew up with the internet, but not to say that everyone should be like me. But I have enough emotional distance from the internet to not take something that some idiot says on Twitter so seriously that I would get genuinely emotionally distraught over it. Like when people say, "Oh, I got death threats." Everybody gets death threats. It's what edgy teenagers think drives home a point. Because anyone in real life who has the wherewithal and or knowledge and or ability to actually kill you is probably not going to announce online that they're going to do it first. They're probably just fucking with you. And you're only validating that this approach works if you start holding support groups for people who get online death threats, because then you're just saying, well, this is just something that works on emotionally unstable and or weaker people. Oh wow, there aren't enough invasions in the world.
That's the round. Opposing team
Shit.
smashed their prime.
Oof.
Salt kills!
All right. Super
That one.
team, roll light and let that prime evil
Got me a salt kill. Got me a salt invasion.
Okay.
I mean, we put in
so
work there.
it barely moved. I got
Oh, it barely moved? Well, how many precision kills did you get?
yeah. I don't know.
You don't know?
I started with 28%. I'm sorry. I started with 24%. I have 28.
Well, Jessica, how many
Oh.
precision kills did you get?
That's not
That's
fair.
usually when the number turns yellow.
I
That you
don't-
do know, because the number turns yellow when you get headshots or precision kills. For Vex, that's shooting them
I
in the
don't know
stomach.
how many I got, but
Cabal, it's shooting them in the back or in the head. For Hive, it's shooting them in the head.
let's see. Previous results.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, did you feel like you got more than 4 kills? You would know visually, hun, if the majority
Yeah.
of your kills were precision kills or not. How often did you see yellow numbers? How often did you get headshots?
I guess I could get more.
Alright, we don't have to make it a thing. It was just supposed to be a simple question. You're about to treat it like you're being court-martialed again.
No,
and I'm gonna
I
get
mean-
mad at you.
No, I don't know.
You
I
don't have to know.
I don't know.
There's
the
no
answer to this
exact. There's no wrong answer. There is. Oh yeah, you know, most of the kills I got were precision, or most of the kills I got weren't. It's just a
It's fine. I really just don't
Okay, it's
know.
fine.
I mean, it seems like not that many.
Okay.
Right?
I guess you're asking me, like, again, like you're being court-martialed.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not
if
being
it-
court-martialed, Jessica. It was just a rhetorical question. It wasn't meant to be asked.
I
It wasn't meant to be answered with any sort of accuracy.
I
Like, it was just a general
okay.
question.
I really.
I was just gonna say, if you found that you weren't, maybe if you were using a bow before, you know, you can try switching to the you can try my experiment and see if getting a precision kill with the Trinity Ghoul, if the lightning rod kills also count towards your percentage. Because that was a theory I had. I did it, but I don't know if that ultimately worked. I just kept shooting things in the face until I got the quest. But if you're looking at it, maybe you can try it. Maybe that does work. Because I was like, precision multi-kills. I'm like, if I get a
Alright, maybe I
headshot with a
should.
Trinity Ghoul and I got lightning rod on, I'm like, do the other things that get killed also count? It'd be really funny if it worked. Like, because I did get it relatively quickly. That's all. Crabturian candidate.
You can't see me, but I'm stroking my chin.
Oh, really? I can actually hear. I can actually. Yes, I can actually.
You can hear.
I can feel your contemplation in my own beard hairs. Yes.
In your own beard hair.
You feel that in the chin force, whenever someone else is pondering something.
The chin force.
It connects us, dear. It binds us. It guides us, dear. Ponderous beings, aren't we?
Yes.
Man, you know that hurts. How big is your ear canal that you can pull that thing out of your ear, bro? Like, I know it's a magic trick and all, but that's a jade coin. How large are your ears, Dredgen?
Dark ether and scorn can't be controlled. Not even with moats. Get rid of them.
I want part of that. I want to be sent that picture. Did you really take a screenshot?
Is you, brother. Let's see
You
Yes.
better have.
hostiles incoming.
That's hilarious. Ah. I know when our vigilance wing. There can only be one thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot the catalyst for this thing makes it full auto.
The vigilance thing?
The exotic catalyst for it makes it full auto. Yes. It's really good with it. It's good with its catalyst on.
Incoming hostiles.
Really good for trials. Or for like elimination though. Well yeah, because the
Really?
gun heals you when your teammates die.
Oh yes, that is quite helpful.
Woo. Oof. What? How did I die? Okay. Sure.
What?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they. I don't know why I died. I don't know why they died or why I died or what killed me. Because that didn't even. Nothing was even touching me behind my shield.
Oh, it's probably that thing over there.
No, like
Deceive the bomb.
nothing touched me. It said a scorn grenade killed me, but nothing touched me. So I'm gonna just call bullshit on that. I mean, they can have it if they really wanted it that badly. They can have it, but I'm just gonna call BS. Ooh, invader.
Vader inbound. Hunt.
Let me know if or what you see, if anything.
Your
Oh,
ally neutralized
nice.
the invader.
Yeah, I was ready to look around.
Very
High-value
cool.
Target identified. Get up.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about my thoughts? I don't know. Okay? I just always get a bad taste in my mouth when I find out Yu was involved with things, because she seems just so grossly out of touch with what's actually going on in the industry that it just feels like cloying attempts to paint herself as necessary and this industry as a cesspool that desperately just needs her help and or guidance. Something that just always rubs me
No,
wrong
I
about her
mean,
quote-unquote method of help.
agree with you on that. I think that
I wish for once she would
I
champion things
think
that
that
happen in this industry that don't solely further her agendas. Because there's plenty of nice and good things that go on in this industry that she just blatantly doesn't pay attention to.
of course.
Just to shit on it all the time.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm heading. I do believe that there's room in the industry for someone to bring a what's the word? Bring a more enlightened perspective,
Yeah.
right? Which is not to say that it should come from somebody who seems to not really get it.
Who seems to not really get any industry that she criticizes and, you know, just in general. Yeah.
She doesn't seem to get it at all. Like, that's kind of what annoys me about her. Like, she collected all this money to make these documentaries about tropes in media,
Mm.
or rather in video games, which I don't know warranted, I don't know, 8 hours of content.
Yeah, no. No, not at all. People have done far more with considerably less. And then half of her examples weren't even, like, you know, contextually accurate.
Yeah, and then every time I see her chime in on something or try to make some kind of point, I'm like, you really should do some more reading on this, because I feel like you're missing some context.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But that's not her perspective. Her perspective is, oh, isn't it fucked up that this happened? It's like, well, yes, but you are not the most qualified person to make that assessment.
Yeah.
That's kind of how
And
I feel. You know,
yeah.
like I do, like there are things that are true. You know, there is such a thing as, you know, these tropes are real. There's the,
Yeah, but it's not even about tropes anymore.
Fridge.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah, like tropes are real, and there's an over reliance on certain tropes that victimize female characters. Not so much anymore. I feel like there have been strides in fixing that, specifically because it's been pointed out. But I really would have preferred it if someone with a more comprehensive knowledge of what they're talking
or
about.
someone that just doesn't
this
hammer
that.
home that this industry is just full of, is the den of quote unquote harassment. I'm tired of her talking about quote unquote goddamn harassment all the time. Like, it's always fucking harassment with her. You know what harassment is to Anita Sarkeesian? People telling her that she was wrong about there not being a speaking role for any women in The Mandalorian for 20 minutes. People pointing that out to her was called harassment by her. So it's like, how am I supposed to take you at your word? You're trying to stop quote-unquote video game harassment when harassment to you is just people responding to your BS. Like, you put yourself out there, you put out a public opinion, and because everybody told you basically that you were wrong and you didn't get a bunch of Yas queens, you then made it about quote-unquote a woman trying to shed light on certain problems in the industry and that you're being harassed. And it's like, yeah, it's always harassment when men respond to you. And then when it's women also responding to you, it's self-hating women that are doing the responding. And it's like, listen, I don't think you know what harassment means or actually is. If you think a group of people telling you, hey, you're patently wrong about this thing that everybody likes that you're trying to shit on, and you very obviously got a fuck ton of responses since you decided to use Premiere damn night to do it. Like, you brought this wave of anger upon yourself by not doing your research and making stupid statements in a public forum.
Well, I don't follow her or interact with her at all on social media, but
The tweet was very
the
popular.
idea of
That's how it
being-
popped up on my radar.
no, I did see it for sure. But to the idea of like any women who disagree with her or self-hating women, it's like, listen, you are factually incorrect, and your assertion that anyone who agrees with you is lacking in some fashion is pretty damn arrogant.
Yeah.
It's like you don't speak for me. Why should you assume that you speak for me or that we should all be on the same page? Why? Because vagina?
Pretty much. I mean,
Vagina Americans?
you're all vaginal Americans, yes.
Vagina American.
That is the official classification. It's not to say that there aren't genuine problems that need fixing, but when you just keep hammering the same low-hanging fruit ad nauseum, when really people that participate in the medium, I'm sorry, this is not, it's not a widespread problem to the point where you just need to we need to keep hammering. Like I said, Bully Hunters tried this 4 years ago when they tried to paint the industry as a cesspool that was in need of a help hotline for people who face quote unquote online harassment. It's not as widespread a thing as you think. If anything, you need to make a goddamn hotline for Twitter harassment. You know, a place that has demonstrably been proven to have had harassment campaigns that have led people to literal suicide. I've never heard of something like this happening in the game industry. However, I can count on one hand the number of times this happened on Twitter. Because someone had the wrong idea, or someone had an idea that a bunch of people disagreed with, so they just kept hammering the person until they literally gave up. Like, why is it always the damn video game industry with you? What about your preferred platform of choice? Or is it okay when people do it there because, you know, hey, wrong think is wrong think, bro? You know, just decent idea, worst person possible pitching it. Arguably least urgent format or form it could take. Like, I just don't see it. Don't see why it's necessary for the game industry.
I think the game industry could use a lot of improvements, but that's not really at the top of my list, I would say.
Like,
you know, I think it would be much more, to be completely honest, I would endeavor to create answers to crunch culture and but like, I guess, you know, I should read the article more carefully, but
your ally neutralized the invader.
that too for sure, but as it relates to the people who work in it, right?
Feed your light to that primeval.
If the idea is to address, you know, to have, you know, a harassment hotline, I would broaden it, honestly. I would broaden the idea of it. Like, I would... Oh, sorry.
Guardian down.
Ah, I'm down.
Allies headed to the other side. Invader inbound.
I would broaden it so that it's more of a... I would make it a... Oh, I see him. Oh, God. Yeah.
Invader's gone. Get him next time. 1 minute remains.
I would broaden it so that it's not about harassment. I would broaden it so that it's about mental health. Right? Because I think people are dealing with a lot of issues in the space. Like, people are dealing with depression, people are dealing with, like you mentioned with the microtransactions, that's triggering to people who
30 seconds.
have addiction issues. Like, right, yeah. So I
Allies invading the other side.
would broaden it
Invaders
so
here.
that it's a
Brace
support
yourself.
hotline for mental health or for wellness. Like, do you find yourself unable to log off?
10
Like,
seconds.
literally? Like,
Guardian down. It's over. Time wasn't in your favor.
right, right. Mm-hmm. Right,
Those are definitely genuine problems that people
right.
face in the industry. People affected by it,
Mm-hmm.
especially.
Right, right. Like, I would make it about that. I'd be more interested in something like that. If harassment happens to be an issue for you, then by all means. But I don't know that having a hotline devoted specifically to harassment is really the most
It's
helpful.
like it's the only problem that she thinks exists. Which,
Yeah.
again, this is a person that thinks that people responding to her and telling her she's wrong is harassment.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's just bananas.
It's like, is response to you, what if they agree with you? Like, that's not harassment. But if they disagree, that's harassment.
Harassment. Yeah.
I mean, really, from here, it honestly just sounds like she's trying to accrue data. So she,
From people who are
yep, so she
experiencing
can throw out some
harassment.
statistics and use it to bolster whatever her next scheme or argument is. Like, I have yet, honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I have yet to see, aside from starting a discussion, how anything she's done has positively impacted the game industry. You're not going to tell me that there are suddenly more female protagonists in games, or more people of color in games, or more diversity in games as a
Because
result
of
of her,
her?
because
No.
that's not the case. In fact, again, I can look behind me and pull a bunch of games off my wall that have female protagonists, and no, not all scantily clad and or wearing, whatever passes for armor in their fictional universe. I mean, genuine female protagonists with agency of multiple races. I mean, shit, Oni has an Asian Spec Ops fighter. An Asian woman.
Mm-hmm.
With a not Asian accent. So it's like no tropes, no stereotypes, no. It's like the only PS2 game Bungie's ever made in their life. And that game is from like 2002,
Wow.
3. There's, I can't even say like, I mean, what she did inspire was a wave of pandering and disingenuous attempts to integrate, I guess, other races and sexes into games that kind of fell flat on their face. Like the trans character in Mass Effect Andromeda.
What?
And this isn't even to say, hun, that BioWare has not written characters like this before and not successfully. It's that their most ham-fisted attempt at doing so came post, this magnifying lens. that was kind of unfairly placed on everything as a result of it. You know, I'm not going to do this. If anything, it just inspired a weird uprising of people who did things like then complain about the lack of trans representation in Call of Duty World War II. And I'm just sitting here like, yep, okay. Or made people go after Kingdom Under Fire for not having any minority characters in it, even though it's a game that's based on Polish mythology. So there wouldn't be any black people in it. Oh, but the gaming is a fantasy space. You can integrate those things if you want to. It's like, yeah, but that's not the point, bro. The point is that this is based on Polish mythology. Now, if I was making a game about Shaka fucking Zulu, would you, in the name of diversity, ask me to include a few more white people and Hispanic people in the Zulu tribes? Yeah, no, we wouldn't do that because this is obviously based on African history. So the pendulum kind of has to swing both ways. Like, you can't just come after these people and call them racist because they're making a game based on a very specific kind of mythology. This is accurate. And just because it's the medium of gaming and you have the ability to change it doesn't mean you should undermine it and change it, because you wouldn't ask anyone else of any other race to do the same thing. Sure. No, like you said, just more qualified people speaking up about these things, because whenever she does something, I unfortunately just can't see the benefit for anyone other than herself. I try to look back at the lasting, impact that she's really made, aside from one that wasn't just entirely just fed up after a while or just vitriolic. And I have yet to see it. I have yet to see anything she's ever interacted with that ever turned out better or good because of her presence. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't speak for the Druckmans, but I hear his last game was pretty contentious. I hear that the story of his last game was pretty contentious, and they've been having lots of lunches together. So while I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying something. I'm not saying anything.
You're just saying.
He might have gotten the touch.
Anything.
Might have gotten the touch, kind of like when Bran was just messing around, going through time, and accidentally ran into the Night King and got the mark. I don't know. I think Mr. Druckmann might have gotten the mark.
What are we doing?
Well, I was gonna.
Can we do
I was gonna ask you, do you want to do another gambit? Because we did like 3 gambits in a row there, and I was just wondering whether this was the rhythm. I was just wondering if this was still the rhythm. That's all. If you need more, then yeah. I just, we did 3 in a row, so I wanted to ask if you were still awake.
Yeah, I can do one
Okay.
more.
Look, there's no wrong answers.
There's
no wrong answers here.
Yeah, so I don't think that worked. I think I'm gonna use.
Were you getting precision multi-kills?
No.
Well, then what the fuck?
I think I'm gonna try like a hand cannon.
So you tried it, but you didn't get any You didn't get any precision multi-kills?
I mean, the percentage didn't move, so I guess what is
You didn't
that?
get any precision kills with the bow at all?
It's not the
That's weird.
Not in that last match. No, the percentage
Good
didn't
God.
move. So maybe I need to do what is that void exotic? Forget the name of it right now. The
Help me out here.
it's a scout rifle. It's not the Polaris Lance. It's like the Polaris Lance.
The Graviton Lance.
The
It's a pulse rifle.
graviton lance. Yeah, thank you. With the pulse
Yes, it
rifle.
is. It's a pulse rifle that fires 2 shots.
I think I'm gonna try the.
I think you just forgot to get your precision kills, and you over here blaming the bow on that.
No, I didn't forget. I tried. Nothing happened. So I'm wondering if. I don't know. I'm gonna experiment.
Did yellow numbers come up when you killed enemies with the Trinity Ghoul?
They did, but the percentage didn't move.
Then I think you were getting
So
lightning
I'm
rod
wondering
kills,
if
probably not precision kills then.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like, dear. I would say Graviton, yeah. Try
No.
Polaris next. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hell, use a machine gun. Get precision. I've gotten precision kills with a machine gun.
Really? Okay.
You can get precision kills with everything except rockets and grenades.
Machine.
You can get precision kills with a shotgun if you want. I mean,
Okay.
it's the yellow number. When it's Cabal, it's easier because they have 2 weak points. You know, you can shoot them in the head, or you can shoot them in their little back batteries.
Back
I
battery.
don't know what else to call them. Yeah, that counts as a precision kill against the Cabal.
Little backpack.
Yeah, but it's like a little reactor thing. Like it looks like it's it looks like a power source on their back. It's like an air vent on the back of their suits.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm excited about this.
Oh, so you've got a strange relationship with precision kills, dear.
I guess I do.
Vex on the field.
Vex on the
Oof,
field.
shoot him in the stomachs then.
Vex.
Gonna have to shoot him in the stomachs, dear.
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna
Camp
shoot him right in the
Rock.
juice box.
The Vex aren't worried about losing to us all the time. They see the big picture.
That's hilarious.
Fingertips in the surface of my mind.
Hey, hey, you're a dredging.
They're
Fight
abducted.
like
Oh
one,
my
brother.
gosh.
Hostiles incoming at the base.
Oh, that was a full-on snort.
That was a genuine snort too.
Jesus.
Oh, but that's why bows make it pretty easy.
Yeah.
In my experience, yes.
You said you did yours like right away.
Well, I mean, I said I did it relatively fast. Like, it didn't take me that long to do. I mean,
Incoming wave at
a
the
precision hit is a precision hit, boo. I like bows. Bows are very easy to use them because they do a lot of damage. And if the first bow doesn't hit them, definitely the second one will. You know, if it took out their shields or... Excuse me, like a
Okay.
pulse rifle, there's multiple shots. There's a margin for error. Scout rifle, depending on the number of shots. It depends. It's all down to your style, but you got to know when you're getting them. You know what you're aiming at, Krabby. Oh, for the love of pineapples.
You're bleeding moats, brother.
I am.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Apparently so.
Oh, well, we're down to 0. It's all good.
At least we can't At least they can't do any more damage.
Wow.
Invader incoming.
Oh, great.
Oh, there he is.
High value target is on the field. Hunt it
Okay.
down. Put some rounds in it. Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, you didn't start that fight. You finished.
Right?
Definitely a fight. I'm pretty sure they have more than one portal, though, because of the way they built up these first few blockers, so... Yeah.
You just hit the other side with a medium
Yep.
blocker. That'll keep them busy. Watch your back. Invader incoming.
Yeah.
I think he's behind you guys at the steps. Yep.
Guardian down.
Jesus.
Invader down.
Dickhead.
You can relax now.
I mean, I'm glad by then I didn't have any moats anyway, but still, pain in the neck.
Invader on the field. Careful.
What do we do to deserve this many invasions?
I don't know. Feels like we're being punished.
Wow, he killed me with a transmutation spear. Hope that was a triumph or something.
Hostiles inbound.
I really hope that was a triumph.
Invaders off the field.
Yeah.
Your enemy called up a prime evil. They kill it. They win this. Portal's ready. Grab your
Oh. Now we have a bunch of extra time to work on these triumphs. Got almost 2 months.
Your allies invading the other side. Guardian down.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Maybe this week they will.
For invaders down and out. They're heading back.
Like, we were talking about the other day. Like, the only thing that they have for sure confirmed is that we're getting Festival of the Lost in October. And it's like, okay, great. Right, exactly. It's like, well, that's not really
High value
new.
targets running. Get it. High value targets skip town. Get the next one.
Yeah, good
Portal's
question.
up. Go take them out.
Hmm. Yeah. It was,
Hostiles.
yeah, you know what? I bet you it was gonna look super different. And now it's probably gonna be similar to what we had last year. I bet you.
Your allies invading the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ally is down. Pulling them back.
That's true. Oh, coronavirus. Let me see. I feel like I got. It looks like I have. I am checking.
Portals up. Go take them out.
Well, the percentage hasn't moved.
Guardian down.
I am looking for the yellow number. And I see.
Your allies invading.
I am. I am playing it in full set. It's true.
Guardian down.
Ah! Thank you.
Your allies back with one kill. Hostiles incoming at the base.
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let me switch back to. Oh!
Portals up. Go take them out. You're invading. Make a mess.
Wow, we're not doing well at all.
Seconds and I pull you back. That's one. Round's over. The enemy team
Yeah.
destroyed their
No, that was not going to work out. Mhm. Yeah. Wow. Mhm. Can you stop? 14 modes. That's infuriating. I didn't realize I had lost that many. Case. 5. You deposited 5 and lost 15. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's just no. I don't like it either. That's just shameful. The regulation amount? What's the regulation amount? Oh, I thought you were like, I thought there was such a thing as like the regulation amount. Why? Why?
Here's how you run the buttons, and here you go.
What?
You're now the host of the expert playlist. Good night.
Okay. Hello, expert playlist. Today we're gonna talk about
Crabs.
the best outfits to wear while playing Destiny. You can stand up while you're playing, but then you'd have to wear like sneakers, I guess, or just no shoes. I recommend. What? Why are you unsubscribing? That was quality content. Yeah. Yep, Destiny sneakers.
No, not Destiny sneakers. How to drop your controller with the greatest of
Destiny.
ease.
How to swiftly catch it with the greatest of ease. Okay.
Oh, was that loud clacking noise it landing in your plastic hand?
Yep.
Oh, that's what that sound was. Uh-huh.
Hi. Bring a sword.
You care to amend that statement, miss?
Well, it did hit the floor, but I caught it,
You ready
so
to
the
fight?
impact was minimal.
Is that all it hit?
Have to fight a thrall barehanded. You grab
Yeah.
his skull
And my foot.
squeeze.
But again, that dulled the impact.
Something about this don't sound right. Something about this don't sound right. I don't think we should trust this lady.
Well,
For dredging. Fight like one, brother.
you should not worry.
Hostiles incoming at
There's
the
nothing to worry
It's
about.
nothing to worry about. It's nothing at all.
These are
Just
my
keep
phone.
soaking it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Just keep soaking it. The last man that said that, there was something very wrong, okay? I am an early fan of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Okay, back when he was a what a cartoon. And there was absolutely something wrong. That doctor was a quack.
he was like
Just keep
soaking
soaking it.
What did he have?
was like-
was it like a giant boil? or
Like
something?
Muriel had something going on with her where she just like her teeth would just get really sharp and jagged and she would just randomly roar and eat something.
coming at the gulch.
Like poked her the wrong way and he's just like, there's nothing to worry about. It's nothing at all. Just keep soaking it. She had like a bump on her leg or something. He's like, just keep soaking it. Soaking it.
Soaking
That's exactly the way he said it. I am not going to be held accountable for that voice. They are the ones that imprinted me with it. Boy, you better stop. Stop trying to take motes from me, you heathens. Yeah, look, they trying to take my motes. Tell them to stop taking a black man's motes.
I shouldn't take anybody's notes.
I said motes. Not notes, you heathen.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Notes.
What's a Snopes? The website? The debunking website?
That's
I didn't
what
say
you said.
snotes, I said
You
notes!
said no. Oh, notes.
What's your problem? See, this is why you got 16 lost motes. See, this right here is why you lost 16 motes last round. See? Because you're trying to collect them
Obviously
snotes
why.
instead. Maybe if you was trying to collect motes. Mm-hmm. Heathens. I'm surrounded by heathens. Why don't y'all help me get something other than a conniption?
Eyes on a high-value target. Track it down.
You help me get on my large blocker game. I mean my giant blocker game. Do you see how many motes I have?
Let's see. Ooh.
Boom!
Please deposit those.
Big boy
Very
taking
nice.
outback.
Okay. I changed my clothes while we were in orbit.
Portals up.
Oh yeah. And you're now a collector?
I am.
Ooh.
Guardian down.
God damn it.
Hey, guy. How many do I have? 8? There's a blocker on the thingy. Should probably take him out now, right? Oop.
Guardian down.
Valiant
I got
effort.
it.
I see you.
Died in the process, but hey.
Hostiles.
There's heavy ammo behind you. You should totally pick it up. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Invader incoming. Guardian down. Woo! High value target is down. Guardian down. Smoke's draining. Blockers must die, brother.
Did I kill him? Did I kill the invader? We were in a fist fight and he just disappeared in the middle of it?
Watch your back. Invader incoming.
I almost emptied a clip into that dude. I am so mad right now. Oof.
Guardian
I think I got out of there in
Oh,
time by
jeez.
using the teleporter, because I think that's the only thing that kept me out of his,
gone. Get him next time.
I'm still carrying these 13 motes. Oh, jeebus.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna deposit them now. I'm tired of tempting fate.
Good. Yeah.
Medium blocker outbound. Embrace the darkness. Take out those guardians. That's one. 2 down.
That's 2.
Damn, these ogres.
10 seconds and I pull you back. One more in the grave.
Whoops.
Welcome back.
Of course when I take off the invader clothes, right?
Coming at the depot.
Couldn't let me do that with the terror of a locked bank, could you? Nope.
Oh. The terror of a luck. That is pretty
Because that's what
terrifying.
happens when I invade.
Like, oh no.
That's what happens when I invade. The bank locks immediately. And if I stand close to the bank, I get the motes.
You're close. Feel the bang.
It's
Ooh.
crazy. Boop. Hey guys.
Almost. Bank and get that primeval out there. Incoming at the gulch. Your allies invading.
I'm just trying to take my invader shine, that's all. Alright, I got 5. Let's give him one more blocker for the road. Wow, they're still in the 60s. Blockers.
Yeah.
Primeval's up.
I just helped our invader.
In. Sending small blocker.
Oh,
Because
nice.
now they have to take out that blocker before they... Yup. Aw, they did take out the blocker. Boo. What's our invader doing over there?
Oh.
He went over there to dance.
Portal's prime.
Going over there.
Go make
distract them, I guess.
Can they stop shooting me? Can they stop shooting me?
Invaders here. Brace
Great, now I have no health to deal with this
The
invader.
Primevos.
Hmm? I see him.
The-
He's near the primeval. He's really weak. I took his
Yeah.
health down almost to nothing.
Oh, I see him. Oh!
Wow. He nuked you
Okay.
guys. I saw,
Nova
yeah.
bomb. Yeah.
I avenged you all, but you still got nuked. I seen it.
Thank
I'm sorry, boo.
you.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
He Nova bombed you? Wow. That's just diabolical.
All right. Supercharge your light and let that primeval have it.
Okay.
Alright. That was quite good. That was good. That's good
Little
DPS.
DPS.
Your allies invading the
Yeah.
other side.
Oh, he took the portal? Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Watch your back. Invader incoming.
I see nothing yet. I think I've got him near me. Not entirely sure. I think I got him near me. Pretty sure that's him. I can see it on my radar. Something near the primeval. Yep, that's him. Spectral
Oh, he's
blades.
behind us.
Wow.
I got him down to like nothing.
So did I, dear. He was still too much for us.
Invader's gone.
See, that super needs nerfs. That's why I'm trying to learn how to use that as a hunter, because it's just absurd. The number of things it chews through.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wish Titans were that fast up close. Just a big ass shoulder you can see coming from a mile away.
Primeval eat your light.
It was like living your life as a giant shoulder. Okay, damn, with the thing. Stop it.
With the thing. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
What? This sniper rifle is absurd.
It's primeval.
This sniper rifle is so ridiculously fast.
Invaders here.
Invaders.
Yourself. Portals ready.
Middle.
Your ally neutralized
Nice.
the invader.
Oh, okay. Great.
Ugh, what a bad grenade. Oops. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. That's my favorite part of the whole thing. He's like,
Charge your light.
thought I told you that we won't stop. Hey, look. This is the best part, okay?
I think that's the best part of that song.
Behind us! Behind us! Yep. I was there the day the Fire Nation attacked.
Got him.
Thank you, dear. He basically nuked the entire DPS pool. He was like, I got him.
Yeah.
Ah! Like, jeez. Just came in with his overpowered Warlock nuke. Warlocks need nerfs.
Or
Just love that every stream, Warlock shenanigans just prove time and again that of all the people that need nerfs, it is the one who can just invade your game, dunk a spirit bomb on you and just leave like nothing happened. Like it's a thing to do. Like it's a thing to do. They didn't even have more sense than that. They just do it. You think they'd have a little bit more sense than that, but nah. Just grinding your feet in our couch all the time.
You've weaponized your light.
I got him.
Drifters hungry.
Bag of dicks to you, sir.
Ah, nice.
Give me some of that kielbasa. Give me that kielbasa. Give me them knees. Rawr. My snake is glowing white. Look at it still move. Look at it still moving in the background. Look at it.
You went to war out there.
Shoulders. Boulders.
Very nice.
Okay, so I was a collector and an invader at the same time.
Mhm. That was quite nice. Very nicely done.
30 motes were denied. Oh, I was a sentry. 7 blockers were defeated.
7 blockers.
Okay. Precision queen.
Alright, I made it up to like 35%.
We're gonna have to just like take you to the reckoning and just let you shoot Thrall in the face.
Maybe that's...
Be like the easiest way to do that. Don't you think so?
Yeah. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because I think I made faster progress when we were doing interference and all those enemies were running around.
Unlike Gambit, where you're kind of just competing for a limited amount of enemies, kind of just running around, not really sure how many you're killing. Yeah, I get it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, my postmaster's almost out of space. Can you take us to the tower? The last.
I can. But I won't.
Oh, excuse me.
There, are you okay?
Yeah, you know, just every so often I just
You like a glass of water?
get a little bit into my speaker bag. Sorry about that.
To deal with all that heat.
Yeah, I just sometimes
Yeah.
I just realized that sometimes I could tell you.
Dehydration.
But then I think about not telling you. You know, just
But then you think about
and then it just kind of comes out of me. Sorry about that.
it's not.
Come on, dear. You know me. I got a little more sense than that.
Well, that's. Oh, do you?
Little bit more. Yeah, you better not be mocking me again. Listen, I can smell you breathing. Okay.
You can
That's
smell
right, you heard me.
breathing.
Listen, have you seen the entire Holdfast set in its resplendent, fully ornamented glory? Would you like to gaze upon a titan who has achieved just that?
Sure.
Well, then gaze upon my visage.
Let's see. Ooh, and you have the ornament.
Yes, I do.
It is loading. Hold
And
on.
my head,
Hold for reaction.
my head is also fully twerked. Yep, I twerked my head. I broke my back. My back is broken. It's a classic Mike Tyson reference.
Oh, there's a very. Well, how did you get your mark to be +2 everything?
Masterwork.
Oh.
Oh, but that's my Guardian Games butt flap. Sorry. That is the golden butt. That is the quest for the golden butt flap. Hold on. This is the hold fast one.
Oh.
yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is my golden booty flap. Even though I do like that really ornate Guardian Games, skirt-like thing we've got going here. I do like the way it looks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and did you see?
Wow,
Hmm?
you like look very like a big
I
transformer.
do. I do feel like a bit like a Rasputin frame. But did you peep
Mm-hmm.
the Wither Horde? Did you peep?
Oh, look at that masterwork.
It's also white.
Very nice.
You see what that ornament's called? I love it.
White, white collar crime. Okay, I like it. I
That
like
too
it.
can be yours, dear. Just keep grinding. Keep grinding that past, dear.
Okay.
Speaking of, how is your season pass game treating you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I think I just unlocked. Let me see. Yes, I just. Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? Oh, yes, I just unlocked the cold denial.
Oh, nice. So now you can do the roll for the falling guillotine and the cold denial engram. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
God rolls. The God rolls are coming. The God rolls are coming.
The god rolls are coming. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting past this. I'm doing the season pass at a nice steady clip. Level 40.
Level 40. That is not bad at all. With the cool boots. With the cool boots going. Oh yeah, these are 7th Seraph Greaves. I completely forgot about that. I was making them look like holdfast armor. I feel like a butthead. Okay. Nothing. Did I lose anything like resilience or? I think I lost resilience. Yeah, wow. My 7th Seraph Greaves have 30 resilience on them. Compared to my hold.
What?
Yeah, compared to the hold fast Greaves that have like 18. No wonder I wear these things. Okay, that makes sense to me then. Alright, they broke me.
They broke.
Yeah, they kind of got me with these. Alright, yeah. I see what they did there. Crab Claw. I mean, what could I take off of these? I could probably take something off of them. Like, I could take off arc damage resistance. And take off the... I can take off the sword scavenger mods and the arc damage resistance. No, I think I know what the problem is.
What is
I
it?
need more than 8 energy on these to do exactly what I want to do. Which is put the resilience mod on them and be able to activate the second perk for this thingy. That's why these boots are that's why it's set up this way. I'd have to sacrifice something I don't want to really sacrifice in order to make the boots more booty. Yeah.
Birdie.
In order to make them more booty, I need 2 enhancement prisms. The boots need more energy. That's why they're acting up like this. You see, dear, this is why stuff like energy and mods. This is why they chew on you. This is how they chew on you, and your conscience. I'm looking at a few of my old masterworks that are about to be sunset, and I'm like, I could delete this right now and get 7 cores out of it.
Well, Titan, let's see.
Do I want to do that? I'm too attached to my weapons.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, I don't want to delete my subtle calamity that has over 500 crucible kills in it on it.
Well then
But
don't.
it's got 7 cores. Yes, dear.
You can always get more cores.
I cannot argue with that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right. Oh, what's guiding? Oh yeah, don't forget to I know it's easy to forget. Just don't forget to have a ghost equipped who's got guiding light, because that extra 10% XP, that
Oh, yeah,
extra
like-
10% XP it still totally applies when you're, you know, when you're redeeming bounties. Yeah, you still get that extra 10% XP. So, you know, just throwing it out there into the universe, as I'm wont to do.
Hmm. Okay. Good to know.
It's like, why leave them on the table, huh?
Oh yeah, I have Guiding Light. I have the rival warlock shell.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love how we have items like that, like Guardian Games items that are like, oh well, you know, you had to be there.
You had to be
Like
there.
that's the right had to be there. You know, that's a controllable, nice had to be there. Where it's like, yeah, you know, I could have been there.
Yeah.
The season was ass though, so I didn't want to go. It's like, well, you know, at least you made a choice. At least.
You made a deliberate choice about that.
Oh, excuse me. That's just sad.
The schematics for this structure do not fill me with renewed confidence.
Hey, why can't I have horns? Oh, okay, got my horns going. Looking like the scourge of the tower. Looking like Black Adam from the
Oh god.
from the Vivitch. You know the goat.
Oh, that black.
Yeah, from the
Adam.
Vivitch.
Oh my god.
From the witch. From the witch.
Vivitch.
Yeah.
You mean
The
the
Vivitch?
witch?
Listen, your ye old
The
lettering.
witch.
Okay, it doesn't fly here, alright? Ooh. It's a sniper
No,
rifle called the
okay.
Soul Survivor. I think that's the Gambit one. Yeah, it is. The Lonesome is a dope sidearm. Do not sleep on it. I implore you. The Dire Promise. Okay, and everything else is blues. I'm in the Postmaster clear.
Oh, I have a Masterwork Night Watch. Why
What?
didn't I use it?
I feel like I might have done that. No, I think I masterworked your Patron of Lost Causes like way back when. Back when it was like season
I
of
think you did.
something. Season of the something. Forgot what season it was.
Mhm.
I think it was when I was playing Iron Banana.
Oh, it's because I have the Patron of Lost Causes.
The Patron of. Oh.
Okay. I need to clean out my vault.
What does that Masterwork Night's
Bunch of
watch have
things
on
I
it?
don't
And is it
use.
this season's Night's watch? Like, does it have the pyramid logo on it?
No, I think it's last season.
Why y'all?
Oh no, it's a couple of seasons ago.
Oh yeah, if it doesn't have the pyramid icon on it, then it's the one literally from Season of Gambit. And that's the one that's about to
Wow.
be sunset.
Okay, yeah, but
Like my spare rations, my pride spare rations is about to be sunset. And they did not move that gun up at all, which makes me sad. It's like the best hand cannon in the game.
that is rather
Like one of the
sad.
best hand cannons. Period.
I need more cores so I can masterwork some of my armor.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. We can hit some Banshee bounties. Also, we haven't done Nightfall the Ordeal in forever. Used to be
Yeah,
in a steady supply of cores when we were doing that often.
Mhm. Yeah, true.
You want to do one?
Uh, yeah, but I feel like I should go to bed.
So we'll do one next episode. We'll do that, and we'll do Prophecy,
Okay.
and maybe even tackle 0 Hour again. We'll make it all about dungeons.
Sounds
We'll talk
like a
about the reset.
plan.
We'll talk dungeons. We'll try our best not to talk entanglement, out of respect for Will. But no guarantees.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I'm into that.
So much darkness.
I'm into that. Oh
That's the
man.
funniest thing I've ever seen.
Gotta leave the entanglement out of it.
Oh, that's one of the best thumbnails. Entanglement cloak.
That's great. That is great. Bananas.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, why is Will in the background? Oh, poor Will is looking on like, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong for this. I mean, at least my back is turned. Like you're just like looking straight at Will and cackling. Like, Will, look at you. See?
Look at your face, Will.
The Fresh Prince of Despair.
Oh no.
Oh man, I know Michael Jordan is somewhere just laughing. Like, yes, I'm finally free. I am not the default crying meme of the internet anymore. Remember the crying Jordan meme? I feel like Will Smith freed him.
Yes.
Freed him from meme jail.
Will
Now
Smith.
Michael Jordan's free and Will Smith is taking his place.
You know, maybe he felt he had to take, had to take one for the team.
Who? Will?
Yeah, maybe he did this on purpose. Maybe this is his way.
Poor nah. Will can't keep
Green.
himself out of meme jail, dear. He
Green.
can't keep. Like I said, the year he was on YouTube Rewind. Aha! That's hot. Ah. and then the Aladdin trailer. Then we had like Blue Genie Will Smith that everybody was memeing on. It's like Will Smith just can't keep himself out of meme jail. Okay. Every year he just goes and he visits. He visits and has like a talk. Has a talk with the inmates, you know. He just can't. He can't keep himself out, dear. Just 2020. We're all trapped inside, and still, Will somehow found a way, for the third consecutive year, to be the reigning meme of the summer.
Oh man.
Just can't. I'm not gonna be able to look at the word entanglement the same way anymore.
I don't think it'll ever be the same. It will never be the same.
Oh god. I have to avoid using that word for the rest of my life. Watch, Will will never be able to say that word, and he's gonna hate the month of August for at least just every
Forever.
time that month rolls around. He just goes on a sabbatical, on a month-long sabbatical. Comes back.
He will hate it for the rest of his days.
Surprised August Alsina didn't wait until like August 1st to drop that single.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, imagine August drops Entanglement on the 1st of August.
Oh, jeez.
And then whenever you look up the song, the RIAA website, it's always like released August 1st, 2020.
Oh, jeez.
Like, y'all need to stop. Leave Will alone. Leave him alone. It just goes to show you, hon. Black Twitter giveth and Black Twitter taketh away. You know? This is the power.
It does.
That is the power of Black Twitter. Time and again, we are showing the power.
Black Twitter.
It single-handedly made Bird Box, didn't it? The Bird Box memes were the greatest marketing campaign
just
that
too much.
Netflix could have never paid for.
Yeah. Totally, totally true.
I'm still obsessed with looking over here day after day. I guess it doesn't really mean much now, right?
Where the Almighty
Yeah.
ended?
Always find myself looking over here just to see if I can eke out a modicum of detail. You know, just to see what else that is. But it really is just the core of that thing, isn't it? It's like the center of it or whatever. Just kind of sitting there. That's what it looks like. It looks like the thing in the center. I don't know what else it could be.
Well, there's some fog, so I can't see it
Yeah,
clearly.
sometimes you can see it clearer at night or at midday, like when the lighting really hits it a certain way. Yeah, right now it's pretty hard to see because of all the fog.
I bet you whenever we go there again, you know, it'll be like I think whenever we can make it back to like the Cosmodrome and like that whole area, we'll see pieces of the Almighty. I have no doubt about that.
I was so excited for that. I really wanted to see pieces of the
I
Almighty.
mean, we will. I mean, I think we will.
Yeah, in November. We're already busy playing
Yeah, you have to
Cyberpunk.
be patient. Yeah. It's gonna be a busy fall.
It's gonna be a very busy fall. We're getting the Series X, aren't we? Oh, we're not getting PS5s? We're not getting matching PS5s this generation? Oh, I love this silence.
Oh no. Well, here's how I feel about it. Like, I think I definitely am getting a Series X, but I wouldn't rule out getting a PS5 as like an accompanying
console.
console.
Also, kind of like the way we treated the PS4. In a nutshell. You know, we used
Yeah.
we used our PS4 for the essential games, God of War and Uncharted and Infamous and all of that good stuff.
Yeah. An
You know, Shadow of the
infamous.
Colossus
Yes, that
and The
infamous.
Last of Us,
Hmm.
which cannot wait until you see part 2. Gonna love it. But yeah, but otherwise it'll just be you can be Xbox. You can be Xbox One.
Hmm. Xbox One. Series X.
Prepare for freakout.
What do you
I
mean?
don't mean anything.
Why would there be
I don't know.
freakouts? Huh?
Mm.
You don't know.
So what are you even doing with your game paused like that?
Oh, I've been just deleting stuff and post stuff. Ah, jeez. Hi there.
Hello.
What's going on with your? Hi.
At the postmaster, were you?
What? Yeah. No, you can access them from up here.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's funny. If there are too many people. Oh wait. Actually, what did I make? How did I get all the way up there? Did you push me all the way over there? I was over here, wasn't I? And you pushed me all the way over there.
You were what do you mean? I don't know what you.
Oh yeah, you don't know.
I don't know what
Okay,
you
fine.
mean.
Be like that.
Are you saying that I pushed you from all the way down there, all the way up those steps, and all the way over here? Are you?
Yeah, I'm saying that. Crazy person. Exactly what I'm saying.
All the way over there, all the way up those stairs?
Yeah.
Really? And then all
Yeah.
the way.
Well, you pushed me up the little.
Where did you go? Oh God.
Well, Hawthorne has some
Oh, what clan?
stuff for us. Yeah.
Well, then I think this was a nice, fun, productive episode.
It was.
Look at me leap! Look at the leap!
Was.
Are you looking? Leap!
I saw, yes. Oh, well.
I did the floor is lava thing back in the courtyard.
Oh, I see.
That's how you get that crazy super jump.
Mhm.
Observe. It's a jump that would frazzle Lucas.
Oh, hello, Lucas.
It's the best bird.
Hey, Bird, be careful. I swear, if you get sucked into a jet turbine, I'm gonna be so mad.
What? I'm done.
What happened?
I'm sorry. Ah.
I'm here.
Sorry. Hawthorne just said, "Hey, bird, be careful. If you get sucked into a jet turbine, I am not going to be held responsible." And Lucas is just like, what? Sucked into a what? Best thing I've ever. Oh, we stood by Hawthorne on the right day. It's oh my gosh. Hey, bird.
What can I
That just goes to what I love that. That's so wholesome. That just shows me that all bird owners talk to their birds the same way.
Bye.
Oh, really?
You see me grab cabbage and go, listen, bird. What are you doing? Why? Are you don't realize for the first few years of his life, he did not always fly and land on the shoulder. No, no, no. That's not what he did at all. He used to land on my head.
Oh,
He'd be like,
really?
Bird, what are you doing? Bird, why are you on my head? Can you get off of my head, please? Like, can you? Yes. He was very fond of my hair as a youngin. But they know, it's like Brian addressing, it's like Stewie addressing Brian. He's like, "How's it going, dog?" And you're just like, "Yeah." Yeah. We say bird in the same way. Okay. She gave me Last Perdition with Outlaw and Rampage on it. I gotta say, I don't think I've been using Outlaw as much as I used to. Maybe because it doesn't pop up as much anymore. I still think those requirements were a bit much. Like, you have to kill like 3 enemies to get Outlaw now, instead of just 1.
Yeah, yes.
I feel like I see it a lot less now, as a result.
Yeah, the occurrence of it is not what it used to be.
Yeah, no. Not the same incentives. They should just let us rock. I think they should have just let us rock, boo.
Yeah, I feel like they need to be a little more judicious with the updates.
I can see why they wanted to guide the way the game is played in a certain direction. Like, I see the reasoning behind why they did it, but I was always afraid of that other side effect. That just like, well, then you just won't see it as often because it doesn't pop up as often. So then people will deprioritize guns that have it instead of using it to that effect. They'll just find ways around it or find a new meta to indulge that says, well, okay, I guess I'm doing this instead. And I think that's kind of what happened, because I stopped equipping things that had I stopped equipping a lot of things that had Outlaw on them just because I knew I wouldn't see it as much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just kind of what happened. I started using things that use Feeding Frenzy more. Feeding Frenzy doesn't take as long to activate, so I've warmed up to things like that. Feeding Frenzy and what's it called? A lot of things that use auto-loading holster or Killing Wind. I don't know. Talking out of my earlobes. What are you doing over there? You want to give us an outro? You quiet crab?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I mean, you don't have to.
You want to check us
You
out
can just like.
on the Facebooks? I mean, I do want to. I got busy equipping and deleting stuff. I like to. Want to check us out on the YouTubes, on the Twitters,
Destruction.
on the Instagram, on the Facebook. The Infernal Penguins. But definitely check out Infernal Penguins Action for even more stuff.
For even more stuff?
Yeah. Like cool articles and
Oh, that kind of stuff.
like maybe some videos coming soon.
Oh, our videos are amazing, actually. Yes. Oh goodness.
Yeah, so definitely stay tuned for that fun stuff.
You heard the lady. You heard her. She's killing the poor stream for the no. Check us out on all of the things: the Twitters, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. And I believe, with all of that having been said, that concludes tonight's expert playlist. We're leaving the entanglement shore now, I suppose. Will, you're off the hook.
The entanglement, sure.
That's what it's called until future notice. That's what I've been told. But until we return, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Fenchurch, there's a lot of...
Hey, you know what I just realized?
I tend to
That's crazy.
What?
The default skin for the Stronghold gauntlets, it looks like fencing gear. Which totally makes sense. It's like a rapier thingy. Yeah. The Strongholds are Titan gauntlets that give you unlimited guard meter. Like, they give you an unlimited energy meter.
no word from
Yeah, so I mean, it's a cool detail. I just never noticed it until now. Heh.
That is pretty
Yeah, that was pretty
interesting.
dope. I wasn't expecting that. Nope, wasn't particularly expecting that development. It's pretty dope. All right, well, crabs indeed.